Influencer. People with zero talent, skills, or abilities but look good in front of a camera, so people decided to follow them. They're not an actor, an actress, a musician, an athlete. They have zero redeeming qualities, and that's why they are called influencers. But for some reason, every kid in the world wants to be one. Some people realized how much money these influencers were making and wanted a slice. So they started telling high schoolers to drop out of school to become TikTok famous so they can steal half of all the money they make. Crazy, right? Well, at least your mom isn't exploiting you for views by putting you in revealing clothes and letting grown men fantasize about the things they would do to you online. Cause that would never happen, right? Oh, I forgot. It's TikTok. Let's talk about the app that has everyone addicted. TikTok. TikTok is the fastest growing and largest social media in the world, and there's a big reason behind it. It's addicting. Even with all the egregious forms of internet dopamine consumption such as pornography and online gambling, there is no part of the internet that is more engaging and stimulating than TikTok. Everyone has succumbed to the captivating nature of the TikTok algorithm, and what starts at one video ends at 50. And next thing you know, you have spent hours of your day scrolling through TikToks you probably don't even remember. The problem comes when these short videos become almost addictive, because you end up wasting your time watching videos and doing nothing. Well, unless you start to post videos yourself. Being attractive is an advantage. Individuals with high physical attractiveness tend to be treated better and perceived more positively by others. Whether it's an income increase or the dating market, being more attractive in the eyes of society will allow one to do better in that society. In mainstream media, especially pertaining to women, individuals that are considered attractive are more likely to gain roles compared to their counterparts. This applies to all kinds of media, whether it be the news, music, and especially on social media. You hear plenty of stories about influencers making an OnlyFans and making a lot of money from it. Where there's a demand, there's a supply. The problem is that there are some weird people on the internet, and that demand might be for something else. In August of 2020, Netflix released a French film called Cuties that features the story of an 11-year-old dance group performing hypersexualized dances. Netflix and the movie itself received a lot of drawback and criticism from consumers for its inappropriate content and portrayal of minors. The movie is rated NC-17, which is weird because why is a movie made exclusively for adults, focused on the sexualization of minors? The movie is still up on Netflix, and it's this normalization I want to talk about. Scrolling through TikTok, you see plenty of young girls dancing and dressing erotically for internet likes. Minors will go on these social media sites and do what they know will get them views and attention. But it's the parent's job to make sure that doesn't happen. Unless your parent is the one that made you do it in the first place. Rosalie, known as Jenny Popach, is a 16-year-old TikToker who posts dancing videos to her 7 million and counting followers. You probably don't know her from a stunt she pulled a while back where Jenny and her mom broke into the old hype house and filmed the multiple videos in the place. Maria, Jenny's mom, even recorded videos of herself and allegedly stole stuff too. Clearly, Jenny's mom is having a big influence on the stuff that she posts, and you can tell that her mom is trying to live vicariously through her. Most moms would never let their daughter do and wear what Jenny Popach is doing, and especially putting that online. The sad part about it is that there are very weird individuals online, and there's a not safe for work Reddit of her, where grown adults literally fantasize about a 16-year-old girl. And it feels like her mom doesn't care, and is willing to sexualize her daughter on the internet for internet points. We have seen this before with people like Daniel Kahn, where the mother is a terrible person and will literally exploit their child and their child's body for money. What's crazy is the exploitation of kids by their parents isn't even a new topic. I'm Glad My Mom Died is a memoir written by Jeanette McCurdy about her career as a child actress and her difficult relationship with her now deceased abusive mother. We've seen it time and time again in mainstream media, where these kids are put into the limelight at a young age and aren't given a childhood. They never have the time to just be a kid. The same happened with Charli D'Amelio, who at the age of 16 became the breadwinner for their family and was kind of forced to grow up. We see this with the D'Amelio show, where the entire D'Amelio enterprise is built on the back of Charli, and that comes with a lot of pressure. And clearly, based on the show, the parents have a lot to do with the strenuous workload that she receives. But I guess having people you know exploit you is better than some random manager holding you on a contract for 10 years taking half of everything you make. Actually, that's probably worse. Let's talk about it. About 6 months ago, Vice News dropped a video with Michael Monaghan where he would go to LA and get insight on a TikTok house called The Vault. And he would go through the lifestyle of these kids who were dropping out of high school and foregoing college to be TikTok famous. Now the reason I bring this video up is because of the person who runs the house, Nichelle Vanius. Nichelle is the co-founder and chief strategy officer of the talent agency 6 Degrees of Influence. It's a digital marketing and management company that primarily focuses on Gen Z and social media. She actually has 2 daughters that she manages through the company, and this is what they post. Like I said earlier, individuals with no talent or minimum talent standing in front of a camera and looking good. But at the end of the day, it makes sense. Imagine someone telling you that you can make more than your parents if you move to LA, live in this house, post multiple videos every day, and just be yourself. As a struggling college student, the temptation would definitely be there, but then you realize that these managers take half of everything you make.
And they take like 15%?
50, I feel like.
50?
Yeah.
Really?
Agencies will sucker these kids that come from Nebraska or Ohio or like.
Wait, isn't someone here from Nebraska?
Him, that's why I said it.
So there's a lot of exploitation in this world, right? Because most of the people are pretty young.
Young kids who may not know what their future holds and luring them to LA with dreams of fame and fortune and making more money off of them than they actually make. It's a competitive, bitchy, incestuous market with a lot of manipulation and is a fertile ground for exploitation. There's something so sinister about this kind of lifestyle, especially from the perspective of these managers. These managers prey on these teenagers and keep them in control under their thumb. Michael Monaghan even points this out.
Everybody can post, but no one has 4 walls to do traditional product placement like we do. So you might have a roster of influencers, but I got influencers in the house.
Mm-hmm. You just sounded like a prison warden.
I've got them on.
You have them captured.
And they start to joke about it, but there's a little bit of truth in every joke. Attractive teenagers with varying degree of talent get lured and sign their life away. Don't believe me? Well, she tells us herself.
This to be your priority. And because we invest in the younger generation, because we know how 10 times their income will be generated when they start getting married and start having kids, then they can work with the Home Depots and the Targets, which is where the real money is.
The average age of a new parent is 30. These kids are from 16 to 22. So she plans on keeping them productive for 10 plus years, all while taking half of everything they make. These are predatory contracts. And this is the side of these TikTok agencies they don't show you. These TikTok agencies and even TikTok gurus will preach the same growth strategies over and over again and make promising dreams that for most people are unattainable. There's this fixation on views and comments and likes and followers, and nowadays aspiring influencers feel like they have to join an agency for the best possible chance to make it big. The problem comes when you drop out of high school, sign your life away to an agency, and have to post TikToks every day for 10 plus years. And to be honest, I personally think this is a terrible decision. With platforms such as Twitch and YouTube, you cultivate a community around you that watches you for your content, especially long-form content like streams. If YouTube dies in 5 years, these content creators have nurtured a following and can pivot to other platforms if necessary. With TikTok and the short-form videos, you are essentially placing your livelihood in an uncontrollable algorithm. When your content only consists of doing dance trends and looking into a camera, you become replaceable, just another pretty face to look at. What happens when you get older and you aren't the newest and next big thing? There are some people who will use the income wisely and maybe even make it big, but a majority of these teenagers are going to fall a slow death. I say it all the time, TikTok is the game that everybody got addicted to. Thanks for watching, catch you in the next video.